Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you step by step how to create a website on WordPress just like any of these websites you see right here in less than an hour with no web skills needed. And the cool thing about WordPress is they have a ton of free website themes you can choose from, so whatever type of website you're trying to make, they'll have a theme for. And I've been making website tutorial videos on YouTube for years now, and some of them have millions of views, and in that time I've learned how to make the process of creating a website super simple. So regardless of your skill level, if you follow the steps in this video, you can have your own website up in no time, and there's not going to be any complicated coding or anything like that. It will all be drag and drop and point and click, which makes things a lot less confusing if you're new to this. So if you have some time, stick around and we'll build a website together. Now real quick before we get started, I want to go over the cost and the steps we'll be taking to create this site. So how much will this website cost? The only fee you will have is going to be for the website hosting. Everything else like the website domain, website builder, and website theme are all free. And the last thing is, what are the steps to building this website? So we're going to start with getting our website hosting and install WordPress, which is actually done automatically for us. Then we're going to install a theme and then edit the design of that theme and then add our content. That should cover everything, so now we can start building our website. First thing we need to do is get our website hosting and domain name. If you already have this covered, you can skip ahead to the WordPress section. Now for the people who need hosting, you can choose any provider you like, but for this video, we're going to be going with Bluehost website hosting. And right now you can get a discount on it by using the link in the description, or you can go to my channel and click this link here. And that's what we're going to do now. And once you click that, it will take you to our hosting discount page. And from there, we're just going to click on this Bluehost coupon and that will automatically apply the discount. Now we're just going to click on this green Get Started Now button. And this is where we're going to pick our hosting plan. You guys can pick whatever plan you want, but for this example video, we're going to be selecting the basic plan. And now right here is where you're going to be choosing your domain name. So if you're maybe new to building websites, a domain name is basically the name of your website. So for example, bluehost.com, that's the domain for this website. You're just going to type in a domain name that you want right here and see if it's available. And sometimes it's kind of difficult at first to figure out a domain name to use because a lot of them are taken. So here's 5 tips to choose a domain name. All right, and now after that, once you figure out your domain name, you can just type it in right here. I'm going to type mine in, click on this search for domain blue button here. And if it's available, it will let us know right here, which it is. And if it's not, you can just keep searching. But I'm going to now click on continue to checkout. And now right here, I'm going to just put in my contact info and then I'll be back. All right, I got my contact info in right here. I'm just going to click on this blue submit payment button. And now that's just going to install our hosting for us. And if it works correctly, it should install WordPress for us. Yep, WordPress is automatically being installed. So now we're just going to click on log into WordPress. So now the first thing that we're going to do is install our WordPress theme. So to do that, we're going to go over here to the left sidebar where it says appearance. And then we're going to go over and click on themes. And this right here is the theme section where all your themes that you install are going to show up. And there's 3 of them right here that WordPress automatically includes. But we're going to go up here to add new theme. So we're going to click on the add new theme button. And this right here is where all the WordPress themes are located. So you can see there's over 7,000 under this specific section right here, popular. You can also go to latest. You can see there's even more now. If you want to just do block themes specifically, you can do that. Your favorites will show up right here. This is the feature filter. So if you have some specific criteria that you want your theme to have, you can select it right here, and then you can go and click apply filters. And that will only include the things that you select right here in the search results. But we're going to go over here to the search themes and we're going to type in Kubio. And this is the theme right here that we're going to be using. So we're just going to click on install. And then after that, we're going to click on activate. And just like that, our theme has been installed. So it's going to show up with all the other themes that we already had installed. So now we're going to scroll up here and we're going to click on this start with the selected option button under modern. And then after that, we're going to go over here to where it says starter sites. And right here, right up at the top is actually the theme that we're going to be using, the business. And then we're going to click on import site. And then after that, we're going to click on import site again. All right, so now that's been completed. And then after that, we're just going to go over here and click on the start editing button. All right, and now this is what our website looks like right now. It's just got some demo content loaded up. So now what we're going to do is just edit it. So now before I start, I just wanted to mention to you guys that you can set up this website however you want. You don't have to follow every step by step. If you decide that maybe you want to keep something when I'm getting rid of it, you can just keep it. So basically just experiment with things and see how it looks, and you can decide whether or not if you want to keep it one way or switch it the other way. Because the main thing is you want it to work for what you need it for. So with that said, we can start editing. So now the first thing I'm going to do is just come up here and I'm going to edit this. So if I click on that right there, the logo, you can see the site title right here. So if I get rid of this, then that switches the site title right there. So whatever the name of your website is, you're just going to put that up here. You can also put a logo up here too if you don't want to use this. If you want to do that, you just go down here, click on delete. Then you go and you click on add block, and then you put an image right there, and then you'll upload that and just put it right there. But for this example, I'm just going to keep it with this right here. So now what we're going to do is create a menu right here. So we're going to go back over here. Then we're going to just scroll down and click on menus. Then we're going to click on primary menu. And like I said before too, you guys can make your website however you want. You don't have to copy the same exact menu that I do. Just do whatever that you think is right for your site. But for this example, I'm going to have 4 different buttons up there. The first one is going to be home. Then it's going to be a recipes, and then an our story, and then a follow us section. So the blog section right here, when you see this and you click this right here, this is actually going to be all your recent posts. So if you go and you click on blog, it's going to take you to all your recent posts that you have on your site. And so again, since this is a food blog, all my posts are going to be recipes. So I'm actually going to change the name from blog to recipes. Then I'm going to click on update item. And then I'm actually going to get rid of this contact section right here. And I'm going to add 2 more items here. So the next one I'm putting is going to be our story. And then we're going to go and add a link here in a little bit. But first I'm going to click on add item. Then I'm going to go do that one more time. And then I'm going to make a follow us section. And then I'm going to click on add item. And then if we go up here and we click on save, that's just going to save everything. Now if we go to our site, if we go back to the dashboard and we click on visit site up here, you'll see that right here we have our menus. So I'm going to go back and click on edit with Kubio. And if for some reason you notice some stuff not showing up here, it could be because your browser is too zoomed in. Like for example, you don't see my menu right now. But if I go up here and I zoom out twice, my menu shows up right there. And now if you want to change the location of your menu right here, if you just click right here in this box, you're going to see the navigation layout. You can put it so it's in the middle like this, or you can put it back so it's over here on the right side. You can also go like this. By adjusting this, you can determine where you want it to be at. So we're just going to keep it right there. Now the next thing we're going to do is edit this little section right here. I'm going to type in my site name right here. And then I'm going to get rid of this part right here just so it's my site title name right there. Then I'm going to click on save. And now so under here, we're just going to add what I'm going to do is add a brief description of what the site is, just to give people an idea of what they're going to see when they land on the page. So I'm just going to add in my text right here. And just like that, it's there. And then after that, I'm just going to edit this button right here. And I'm going to change that from contact us to recipes. And then I'm going to click on save. And now the last thing we're going to do right here for this specific section is we're going to switch this image. So I'm just going to click on the image and then I'm going to select replace. And then I'm going to open my media library. And so right here is where your images are going to show up after you upload them to your site. So I have my image right here uploaded. Then I'm just going to click on select. And just like that, the image has been changed. Now I'm going to click on save. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to get rid of a few of these sections right here, and then we're going to add some different ones in. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to get rid of that section, this one, this one, this one, and then this one. We're going to keep this blog section right here because this is going to be where all our latest posts show up. Then we'll have this, and then we just have our footer down here. And then I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to select this box right here. So we'll come back over here. And we're just going to edit this right here, pretty much the same way we edited this. So what this section is going to be is basically like an advertisement section. So like if you guys are selling something on your site and maybe you want to promote a related product, you can put it right here. So since I have a food blog, I'm going to set up something for company HelloFresh, which basically delivers fresh meals to people. So if people are reading my blog, they can go and possibly click on this and then I can make money off of that too. I'm just going to edit this right here. Okay, so I just added that right there, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this down here. Okay, and then that's updated right there. And then I'm going to switch this button down here from read more to visit HelloFresh. And then right here, I'm just going to get rid of this little about section. Go down, click on delete, get rid of that. And then the last thing is going to be replacing this picture. So the same thing as we did last time, go to replace, open media library, and then I'm going to upload my file. Okay, so I got my image, then I'm just going to click on select, and right there our image has been switched. Now if you notice this white space around here and then this shadow, if that's not something you want and you just want to have just the image, you can click on this box, then go down to style, then scroll down here to border and shadow, and you can click on box shadow, and then it completely gets rid of that if you guys don't want to have that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this image right here, and I'm going to add a link. So basically anytime somebody clicks this, it's going to send them to whatever link that you put right here. After that, we're going to do the same thing with the button. I'm just going to put in this link right here, but you guys would put in, say, like an affiliate link, for example. And then the same thing with this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to type the same thing in. Okay, and that's been added. Then I'm just going to click on save. And now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to actually take this section and I'm going to move it above this one. So anytime you want to move a section around, just click on it like this, and then click on this little arrow, move up. And just like that, that section has been moved up. And now we're going to click on save again. Now we're going to come to our site, refresh. Now if we scroll down right here, we have our new section, and as you can see, if we click here, it brings us to hellofresh.com. We click on this button, it does the same thing. Now we're going to go back here. This is always a good idea too when you're working on the site, to just have this page, one page here, just on your home page. That way, as you're editing, you can go and save it and then refresh this page, and you can see how it looks each time. So we're going to go back over here and move on to the next section. So now we're going to edit this blog section right here. But I'm going to come up here and switch this from blog to and you guys maybe could put latest post or latest whatever it is that your website is about. So I just did that, and now I'm going to click on one of these posts right here, and I'm going to switch this from 3 to 4. And then after that, I'm going to come over here and just click anywhere outside of this, and I'm going to change this background color. And so if we click on any of these, you'll see that that changes the background right there. And you can just keep it normal too. You don't have to do any of this, but I'm actually going to change it just to help break up the site a little bit so it's not all the same color. So I'm just going to go with this kind of tan color right here. Let's change that, and then I'm going to click on save. And then I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to go down to spacing. And I'm just going to get rid of this a little bit, put it down to right about 30. And then if I scroll down, I'm just going to get rid of the bottom spacing a little bit. I'm actually going to bring that to 0. Then I'm going to click on save. Now we can move on to the next section. Then we're going to click on this add blank section. And we're going to click on this box right here. Then we're going to click add block. Then we're going to type in social. And we're going to add in some social icons right here. And then we're going to go over here to style. And you can go and see the different styles that they have right there. I'm going to click on official. And then we're going to scroll down here and click on icon size. And if you adjust this, you can change the size of the icons. And I think I'm just going to put these at about 70. And now what we're going to do is change the background color here. I think I'm going to put it the same color as this. Click on background color again. So now that's the same color right there. Then I'm going to click on this again, and I'm going to go to the layout section, and we're going to adjust the spacing. And for this, I'm going to put both of these to 0 because we don't need that much space in between. Click on save. Then we're going to go down here and we're going to edit the footer. Then if you see this pop up, you can click on edit for all pages. Now I'm just going to take this out and put in our site name again. Whoop. And then if you click on these boxes right here, you can edit these email addresses and numbers right here. So if you have a phone number or an email that you'd like people to contact you at, you can put it right there. I'm actually going to get rid of this one and get rid of this one. And then I'm going to put in an email for this. Okay. Then I'm going to go and switch this image. Open Media Library. So I have my image right here, and I'm just going to click on select. And there it is right there. It's been updated. And now also too, I was going to mention that if you're looking for some images or anything like that that you want to use for your site, free images, you can go to a site like Pixabay and they have a ton of different images that you can use for your site. And if we go back to our site here and refresh it, you'll see that it's coming together. We still got to add our post right here. Then we got this, our footer, all that looks good. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to put a link there for this button. So I'm going to go to my recipe section and I'm going to copy this link. And now if we scroll back up, I'm going to click on the recipes button right here. And I'm going to paste that in and save it. And so if we go back to our home page and we click on recipes, that's going to take us to our recipes page right here, or our latest post page. And now we're going to go through and we're going to start working on some of these individual pages right here. So I'm going to go up here and click on edit with Kubio, and we're going to edit this blog section or recipes section. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to again click on edit for all pages. I'm going to click this and I'm going to actually delete that and get rid of it. That'll just help clean it up a little bit. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to click on one of these posts and we're going to change this from 3 to 2. And then we're going to come up here and click on save. Then I think I'm also going to edit some of this space up here. So if we go to, or scroll down here to spacing, I'm going to get rid of some of that right there. Bottom spacing. I'll add a little bit right there. Just because we don't need that much space in between. And now so if we go and we click on this right here, click edit for all pages, and we hit this plus button here, we're going to type in search. Then we're going to go to the block section and we're going to click this search right here. We're going to go and put it up right there. And we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to take this and we're going to move it over to the right. And if you want to adjust the size of this, the search box, you can just by doing that. So I'm just going to put it about right there. That should be good. Click on save. So now our blog or recipes section or latest post section has a search up here. And now that page is done. And now for these right here, if we try to click on them, you can see nothing happens. That's because we haven't linked anything to these specific menu items. So what we need to do is go over here to the dashboard and we're going to create 2 pages. So we're going to click on pages and we're going to click add new. We're going to hit next on this, and then I'm going to type in our story. And we're just going to click on publish. And then we're going to go back and we're going to add one more. And we're going to type in follow us. Then we're going to click on publish. And so now if we go back over here and we click on this menu section up here, and then we click on edit menu structure, we can then click on our story. Or actually we're going to click on follow us first. We're going to copy this link right here. And we're going to go like that. And we're going to type in our link. Click on update. Then we're going to go back here. And we're going to click on the our story section. We're actually going to click on view. And we're going to copy this link. And then we're going to go here. Get rid of this and then click on update item. And so now those links have both been placed. So after I click on save here and then we go back to the home page. If we click on our story, now it links to that page, or follow us, that links to what's going to be the follow us page. So I'm going to go back to our story, and we're going to edit this page, and we're going to add in some content. And when this pops up, you can just click on create from scratch, and then we're going to select add pre-designed section. And then we're going to click on this one right here. And then basically this is, like I said, this is the our story section. So we're just going to write a little bit about our website. So I'm just going to edit the text here, and then I'm going to edit this picture right here. First thing I'm going to click our story. Okay, I've added that text right there, and then I'm actually going to get rid of this button here. Click delete. Then I'm going to replace this photo here. Got my image right here. I'm just going to click on select, and that switched that right there. And that's it. And we're going to click on save. And now we're going to move over to the follow us section and click on edit with Kubio again. And then again, we're going to click on create from scratch, and then click on add pre-designed section. And we're going to click on this one right here, about to, and we're just going to edit this. And basically this section is just going to be for people to find out how they can follow you on social media, or say you have a physical business, you can put the address right there, an email, phone number, whatever it may be. And then I'm going to get rid of this button right here. Click delete, and I'm going to go and click the plus button, and we're going to come over and type in social again, and I'll go over to the blocks, and then I'm going to click on social icons, and that'll pop that up right there. And now this is the same thing with like the regular buttons I was showing you before. You just click on them, then you go down and you can type your URL in right there. I'm going to go right here and edit this picture. Just click on it and then click on style. That'll let you change the background image. Same thing, upload my picture. So I got my image. I'm going to click on select. And then if you want to change where it's going to be showing up at, you can just go and click right here and just bring this up and down to the side however you want it. Find a spot where you think it's good. I think that's all right. Then I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to click on save. And now that's pretty much everything as far as the design stuff goes. And now we're going to move on into some of the post section, and I'll explain some more things about that. And now what we're going to do is head over to the post sections here on the left side. So we're just going to click post. And now right here, you're going to see some posts. These are all example posts from WordPress, mainly this one right here. I think these might be from the theme that we uploaded. But again, those are just example posts, and we actually don't need them. So what we're going to do is select all of them right here, and then go to this drop down menu and click on move to trash, then click apply. And those posts are now gone. So now we're going to start adding our own content. So I'm just going to go up here and click on add new post. So basically anytime you're going to create new content for your site, you're going to make a new post, and then you're going to put it in that post. So this right here is going to be where you're going to add the title for your post, and then down here is where you're going to add all your content. So what I'm going to do is create this first post right here and basically show you guys how to do it. And then after that, I'm going to go and make a few more posts, and then we're going to take a look at the site and see how it looks then. So I'm just going to add my title, and again, this is a food blog, so I'm going to write strawberry parfait. That will be the first post that I make. And again, down here is where I'm going to add the content. So I'm just going to enter my text here that I have already. So I have my title right here, and then I have my recipe instructions. And then what I'm going to do is come over here to post, and I'm going to click on set featured image. And then I'm going to upload the image for this post right here. Okay, and then once you have your image, just like before, you just click on set featured image. And now I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to add a little bit more content up here about what this is going to be actually. I'm just going to add that in right here. Then I'm going to break this up a little bit. And then I'm going to add a spacer in right here. It's just going to help break up this content. So I'm going to type in spacer. And then if you come over here to the right, you can select how big you want the space to be. I'm just going to do 20. Then I'm actually going to take that. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to do this in between each piece of content. And again, this just helps make the post look a little bit better, a little more cleaner. And then like I was saying before too, maybe if you have a product that you're selling, you could also include it here, maybe in the post right here, or maybe below the content. So you could do that in each post if you wanted to. That way you can potentially make money on each post. So now I'm going to add an image right in between this block of text. So I'm going to click on image. Okay, and then I got my image right here. And then if you want this image to be clickable and so you can send somebody to a link, all you have to do is click on that. And then if you go over here, you'll see the link section is right here. And then that link has been set right there. So now anytime somebody clicks on that, it's going to take them to whatever link is right here. And then I'm going to add one more spacer. I'm just going to copy that. And then I'm going to add that right here just to separate that a little bit. Okay, and then if you go back up here to post and you scroll down, you can select categories, and you can add your own categories by just selecting the add category button. So I'm just going to put this one under desserts. And you don't have to do this. This is just something you can do if you want to. So for example, now since I have the dessert category, I'm going to click on add new, and then that's under desserts. So now anytime that maybe I have a post about desserts, I'm going to put it under that category right there. And I'll probably make one for like lunch and dinner, and then put each one of the posts in their respective categories as I go along. And then if we scroll down here a little more, you can go to tags. This is basically just to explain what your post is about. So I'm just going to put in strawberry parfait recipe, and you can either click enter or you can just put a comma, and then it will add that new tag right there for you. And I'd recommend usually adding, anywhere from 1 to 3 tags, just basically something that's going to explain what the post is about. And if you want to get an idea of what your post is going to look like before you actually publish it, you can go up to this little button right here and click on view. And then you can click on either, if you want to view it in a desktop version, tablet, mobile. If you just click in preview new tab, it's going to be for the desktop. And so as you can see right here, we got our featured image, and then we got some text right there, our instructions. I think I'm going to change the color of these right there. Then we have our advertisement right here, and comments will show up underneath there if you get any. Click this, takes us right here. So now we'll just go back here, and I think that's everything for this post. And I'm just going to click on publish, and after that I'm going to click on publish again. And if you scroll down here, you'll see that it says right now it's under publish immediately. But if you wanted to set it up for later, you can choose a later date right here. And you can schedule the post to show up. But we're just going to keep it under immediately right now. And we're going to click on publish. And now it's being published. And we can view the post. And if we go to home and then recipes, you'll see that we have one post right here. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to the post section, and I'm going to make about maybe 5 more posts, so we have 6 total. And that way that'll give you an idea of what the site is going to look like once you have some content on it. And then once I'm done with that, I'll be back. All right, so I just finished all of these posts right here. So now if we go back here to our site and we visit it, and we scroll down here, here's some of the latest recipes. And if we go to the recipes here, you're going to notice here they all are right here. And they show up and they look really nice. Actually, that's a little unlevel. If you want to fix that, if you run across that problem where this is doing that, let's go up here to edit with Kubio. And then just click on one of the posts, and where it says display as a masonry grid, just unselect that. And then as you can see now, they're all lined up. Click save. And we'll go back here and we can visit the site again. Go to recipes. Now you'll see these are all lined up now. It looks really nice. And now after that, that's pretty much it as far as the design goes. We got a really nice looking clean website right here. Our recipes section, our story, follow us section.